Hi, I'm Essie.
And I'm Elle.
Welcome back to Magic and Mayhem. Okay, so here's what we're doing. As you can see, this is what we're working with. My shelves are not necessarily as they should be. Yeah, it's not really cute, shall we say? Mainly it's just kind of not. It's just not extra cute, shall we say. It's not it. I don't even have in some cases, I haven't bothered when I've gotten the sequel to put them together, And some of my shelves are just, like I get another book and I don't bother to, group it properly. So it just gets stuck around in the corner. Super cute. And of course there's that where I just stick them there and don't actually shelve them. So yeah, I'm figuring I need to do some work on these for the new year. Or I have a kind of color theme and then an author that goes with the others are kind of stuck in on the end. So, planning to fix this. And also, dust, But yeah, just need to do a bit better here. So, gonna do a shelf reassessment or whatever you want to call it. Refresh. Make it not this. Make it better. My plan is to go shelf by shelf and clean it and also, fix it. Probably switch my plan is to go switch two shelves per day, probably. Because I don't want to do the whole thing at one time. That seems a bit much to me. Maybe not, but I don't know. Seems like a lot. So probably 2 shelves a day. So that it will be New Year, no more this. So, gonna do a little shelf refresh, move some things around. See my little Gandalf. But I'm gonna start shifting a few shelves here and there. Cleaning them, they could use a dusting. So we're gonna start with this shelf. And I think I'm gonna trade it places with this shelf. Or maybe this one. No, I think I'm gonna trade it with this one. Because this one could use a bit of help. For sure. So we're gonna do that, I think I'm gonna switch these shelves. Because then Gandalf can stay up there where he fits. And fear not, I have a duster. Can you see that dust? You can see a fingerprint on the corner. Can you see that? Woohoo! Also in need of dusting. Yep, you can see the dust. Fear not. However, it's going to be fine. It's going to be clean. Here's a fun fact for you. I never noticed the difference one from the other. I did not know. did not know this until right now. With these books, I did know this, but I did not know it about the others. There's my pretty one with the pretty edges. And here we have one shelf done. As is obvious, I need one more Tolkien book, but for now, a sci-fi book will have to do. And for the final touch is Gandalf. So there we go. My Tolkien shelf is more or less slightly off with the one book, but close enough. Close enough. My Tolkien shelf is complete. Not gonna lie, I'm a bit thrilled about it, actually. I'm a bit thrilled about it. And now it's time to trade the shelves. Ignore the cords in the back randomly. And I think that's good for this shelf switch. So I've got all the Lev Grossman books together for at least for the moment. I think I am missing one that I own, but I'll have to go find that later. But for now, shelf done. Yay! So yesterday, got this shelf done. And this one. So, gonna work on the ones directly above it. As you can see, there's dust on the shelf too. So, going to move that shelf and switch it with this shelf. It glows. Alright, I think that's where I'm going to leave it. Probably. Okay, I think now we're done. Yep, shelf done, I believe, unless I decide to change it again. Ignore the cords again. I am still deciding. Alright, I've decided. So, this is going to be it. And then there's even room on the end for the third one in that series. Or the third and final, I think. Something like that. So, I think here's where we're going to settle. Although, I've decided to add these to the other shelf. It's extremely old. These I've had since I was a little kid. There you have it. Shelf done. And shelf done. So, for today's shelf tackle, I'm going to be doing this shelf. And I'm going to be switching it with this shelf. Why, you ask? Well, mostly because I did not have room with the shelf as it currently is to put on the Leigh Bardugo books that I have recently-ish acquired, so I put them on the other shelf rather than doing the, logical thing and just working around that and putting them on this shelf as they should go. But I didn't do that. So now I'm going to. So that's the plan. Those are the two shelves that we are switching today. Completely random fact. But I actually do not like this cover whatsoever. Not even slightly. I just broke down and got the book anyway because I couldn't find the cover I wanted. These are the covers that I wanted. I have two of them and then that random middle one that does not go. It does not go. Someday maybe I'll find the cover. But as of yet, no luck. This one though, so pretty. Just look at it. Just look at it. It's so pretty. You want to know about another pretty book? Here's one. Another very pretty book. Done and dusted, as they say. I do plan to eventually fill in the gaps that I'm missing for this series, but I don't currently have them, so I'm definitely gonna have to put other books here for now. Look at my other pretty covers. And that's a duology, so there's no room of that one growing. Or well, there's no need to worry to have room. Words. I don't need to worry about there being more. So I just need something else here. Going to stick this one up here because it's cool. And these all have, to me, very similar vibes. Okay, I think I've got it. I think I'm done with this shelf currently. I think we're gonna leave it there. Yeah, I lied. I'm going to stick this in here as well. Now we're done. And then there's this shelf, which I've already stolen a few books off of for the other shelf I just did a couple, seconds ago. So, cleaning this one off now. And there we go, clean. And yes, I do only have Nona, and I've read the other two and don't own them. But I haven't read Nona. Yes, that's true. Was this on my to read in 2024 list? Yes, it was. Have I read it? No. This one though, this one's a vibe, I gotta say. This one, maybe I should just get rid of because I was just looking, I think it's book 3. I don't have the others. I need to stop this. I really do. I have to stop. I'm a menace to myself. I have no memory of getting this book. I have memory of getting this book, but I don't really know why, because I've read it and I didn't really even like it that much, but I bought it anyway. I don't know. And here we are at that place where I'm going to start changing the shelves further as to the contents, because I do not like this current content. It's not it. Okay, we're cooking. We're getting there. Yes, we're getting there. This is now the murder shelf, based upon, if I have not read them, based upon my understanding of the stories. So now we have a murder shelf and or death-y themed slash mystery slash horror, whatever. So, granted, some of these might be incorrect if I haven't read them. I could be wrong, but as far as it's concerned, it's my murder shelf. And there we go. Murder shelves done. Today, it's going to be this shelf that is going to be exchanged. And this one. But also, I have decided further that from yesterday I should have put Odd Blood and Bury Your Gaze on the murder shelf, and I didn't. So I'm going to do that. So then this shelf now. Cat intermission. I know it's only her butt, but she's playing with a ball, and I thought you might like to find that out. Are you having fun? Are you having fun? Anyway, cat intermission aside, I'm planning to make this one as close as I get to a romance shelf. And then this shelf is going to be epic fantasy-ish, more or less. That's the basic idea. As it goes, it's time to clean off the shelf. And clean. Stealing that from another shelf. And this too. Okay, but look. The Wings Club. I have a lot of books with wings. Sorry for the shaking of the camera. My dog decided it was time to bump into the camera. Oh wait, I'm crazy. I forgot. You can't have a romance shelf without those. Surprising no one. I've changed my mind about where to place this book again. I'm gonna put it here. Why are you climbing on me, woman? I don't need your assistant. I don't need it. I don't need it. Does this count as romance? I don't know. I'm gonna count it. Okay, I think that's going to be this shelf. Stealing the heart for this shelf. Okay, done. done. I think maybe Faybound should go here too. I really need the third book. I don't have it yet. And I think that's where I'm going to leave it, with a spot saved for the third book, because I plan to get that fairly soon. So, spot saved, and I think this shelf is done. The epic fantasy shelf. Not all of them have been read, so I could be wrong on some of them, but most of them I have in fact started. So, so that's it then. And also the slightly altered murder shelf. So, as you can see, it's been a few days since the last go around of this. Not too long, but a few. And I have been decorating the shelves for Christmas, as you can tell by the snowman and the Christmas tree. But I did leave some shelves garland free. This one does not have one yet, because this is one of the ones I'm going to need to do. And I might do this one with it, or I might do this one. Though I do also need to do this one, but I haven't decided which pairings I will be doing. Though another change I made was I realized I was insane, because I had not put this on the shelf, and that was a massive oversight. Alright, I've decided. It will be this one and this one. I pre-ordered the other one. Wings again. So I've run into a bit of a snag with my plan here, because I have in fact read more of my special editions than I thought, and I was just going to trade these shelves because mainly they were all special editions. However, I don't have enough unread special editions to actually fill this shelf, so I'm rethinking. I'm going to trade out Bonesmith, which I have read, with Mistress of Lies on the murder shelf, and going to trade Black Sun for Fable on the epic High Deer Heart on the fantasy shelf. Hi. Hello. Okay, unread still doesn't have enough, so I'm going to continue to consider. I'm gonna put this one here because I'm about to get the other one, and I'd rather not split them. So we'll just put that one here. Okay then, so this is how it's gonna be, because as it turns out, I simply don't have enough special editions that are still unread. So here, even though I have read these here, I'm taking a page out of Steph's book and turning the ones that I have read face out. This one is a special edition, but it doesn't have sprayed edges, so I might move it to another shelf. Okay, and it's done for now. This is the more or less red shelf. Minus a few that are on the other one, but that's fine. Okay, so I'm starting with this shelf this time, and then I'll move to the final shelf. This shelf definitely needs some work. It's the manga shelf, and we'll get started. And yes, I know I have many incomplete series. I know. Okay, I think, at least for now, that's shelf done. It's more or less-ish cohesive to me personally. Good enough. And yes, I know I'm missing a lot. So I'm not too concerned about this particular shelf, since eventually I'll get more here and there, so it'll be kind of fluid. So I'm not overly worried about it. Remember in another video, well, okay, not another video, on another day, there we go, I had complained about this book. Yeah, I complained about that. Well, as you can see, I finally, at long last, have the matching middle book. Finally, and it is all entirely thanks to Essie. It was a gift, and I'm quite pleased. At long last, I can look at this and be happy because there's not that random. This addition to the murder shelf wasn't a gift, I got it for me. But it's got this adorable little book with illustrations. I got it at one of our local little bookshops. And this adorable little thing. Now wait, there's more. Wait, hello? There's more. Oh wait, I turned it off. Wait. Hello? There we go. Evie! Evie hates this so much, and she just arrived. Are you gonna hit the camera? Are you gonna hit the camera? Don't hit it, please. Alright, final shelf, everyone. This is the end, almost. I have not obviously cleaned or arranged this yet, but this is the end. Well, almost. And here is a problem because I forgot that this would be going on the other shelf, and I didn't move it, though I could also just get rid of it since it's not a favorite debate. This is going on the murder shelf. Yet another book I forgot that should go on the murder shelf. This one is another fantasy / sci-fi shelf, as far as I am aware, anyway. So, I think that is good for this shelf as well. So that should be the end. The end of the blog or video or whatever. It's odd. It's odd that it's over. And also, in case you couldn't gather from the shirt, it's Christmas Day. So, I guess happy holidays to all, and to all a good night. No, just kidding. But happy holidays, and I have no idea when this video will arrive. Maybe New Year's? Maybe. Hi, Willow. But we're finally done. Thanks for listening to Magic and Mayhem. All right, bye.